No, I am sorry about that. That was a long work call. And it shouldn't have been. I got off work an hour ago. I did not need to be dealing with all that. Anyways, today we're going to be jumping back into some Chained Echoes. I think we're coming up on some sort of climax here. Obviously not for the game, but we might be hitting the climax of Act 2. We'll see. We're going to jump on in and see what happens today. Should be a good time. Alright. Because we just talked to Lady Bran. Oh, I need to... Hold on. Yeah. Just talked to Lady Bran. Oh god, what is going on? There we go. There we go. And she was like, it's time to do the thing. And I'm like, okay, let's do the thing. And I talk to him when I'm ready. That's right, that's right. The late Lady Parnella's sister. King Frederik allows her to rule over Gravos, but she has to follow every word he says. Okay, so Lady Parnella. It's been a while, and there's a lot of names. There's a lot of political subterfuge in this game. So I think Lady Parnella was the person that was killed at the start of the game. I might need to check. Find a shop real quick. See if there's any upgrading that I need to / can do at the moment. Again, because I feel that we're about to get into something big. But I have no idea where the shops are. Are these the shops? What do you sell? You sell stuff, okay. Looks like I'm doing good on consumables. Doing good on all those. Do I have any loot to sell? Ooh, baby, look at all that loot. What deals we got? What deals we got? Clothes and robes. Damn. Oh, skill ram. As much as I would love to buy that right now. Let's buy this. See who can equip it. Oh, hot damn. Actually, you need something new, don't you? Fuck, that phantom cloak is killer on her. Alright, she needs the strong suit. Because there's not much. Alright, who else needs mage stuff? Her. This doesn't increase her TP, so I don't think it's worth it. That will increase TP, but lower his defense. What about you? Increased TP. Which is probably super helpful for him. But probably very super awesomely helpful for her. Okay. Alright, all of my current class emblems are equipped. Let's sell some stuff. Can I sell these two things? Because I haven't seen those two guys since the beginning of the game. You know what? Fuck it. I'm selling them. If those guys come back, great. If they don't, well. Alright. I do want to recheck one thing. It said something was good for him, this. Oh. Shit. Okay. Yeah. Wait, am I selling? No, think. It's not even telling me. Oh, that's way worse. All right, that ear spoon I need to put on her. Okay. Anything else to sell? No. Nothing else to sell at the moment. Alright. You don't sell weapons and armor. I need to find an anvil. I wonder if there is an anvil in this town. I could always go back, just go back to the base. But I feel like there's gotta be an anvil around here, right? There's gotta be. You know what, this will be faster than trying to run around. I know where the anvil is in Basil. It's front and center. Alright. Upgrade weapons. Perfect. Anybody else got anything? Ooh. Ooh. So he uses anchors. That's interesting. There was one more person, her. I won't be able to upgrade this twice, I know that. Yeah. That's fine. Armor. Shit. Hold on. Fuck. I'm wasting money. I need to find a shop. I need to find a later game shop than Basil. There's the Archipelago, I think, has a shop. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. I don't think it does. I wish there were markers to tell me where shops are. Because New Wernshire absolutely should have a weapons shop. But I have no idea where. Right, that's a bar. Shops tend to be outside, right? Because, I mean, look at the stalls. Plus, you wouldn't want to have your anvil and stuff inside. Who are you? You're both just regular merchants. Yo, this is killing me. Because I found a shop somewhere recently that's got some improved stuff, right? What's my more recent places? I mean, there's the Archipelago. Is there a shop on the aisle? I don't think there is. Frick. Hot dog. Where was it? Because I remember finding this shop, right? And they were asking for an absurd amount of money per thing. It was like 1,500 per upgrade, or per weapon, I should say. Was it over here? It might have been over here. Oh, I didn't even see that there. I'm busy looking around the screen for any potential shops or anvils. Not even watching specifically where I'm running. Could be rock bottom. Where am I? I'm in the mountain range, yeah. Let's check out rock bottom. Right, there's an anvil. Great. What about... What about a shop? Somebody's got to be selling some good weapons, right? No? Nobody? Chat, I have no idea where I found this shop. What am I missing? I do kind of want to check that out too before we go on. What the heck? I know this is fruitless. I just don't remember where. And obviously I've got the little pop-up down in the corner that you see telling me I got new skills. But I don't want to do that yet. Because that's for the guy, like the blue mage dude. Who eats enemies to remember his own skills. I couldn't tell you. I am being completely honest. Could it have been Farm Sport? Maybe. Maybe Farm Sport updated. You can check, I guess. The map doesn't tell me anything about anything. But I do think the shops here are underground. I just have to remember how to get there. Because if I remember correctly, there's a bunch of merchants underground. I don't think it's here. I could be wrong. Maybe it wasn't this city, maybe it was Tormund. Which I don't know if I can go to Tormund. I'm gonna be honest. Chat, what is going on? I'm just trying to find some new weapons, man. Like I said, I feel like I'm coming up on something big, but game doesn't want me to find any new weapons. So let's do it. Let's just go. Because those guys are both just basic merchants. Yeah, I got nothing. We're gonna go for it. What's the worst that could happen? We die a bunch of times and just get soft locked into an area like we did with the boss, with that last boss, Matthew. Let's do it. There's a chill in the air. I hope we succeed. Tormund's walls won't yield easily. I know that only too well, having been trapped behind them for so long. Everything built by men can also be destroyed by them. Remember, we go in as quickly as possible. Grab the stone and escape. Terran will be busy with Nebrelia and won't expect an attack from behind. Meanwhile, Lady Bran and my men will provide additional distraction. Hopefully more competent than when we rescued you, Amelia. This time, we probably don't have any spies in our ranks. Oh. How far will I go, Killian? Where are you going, brother? Please, listen up. I think, no. I know that tonight we're going to win against King Frederik. Glenn. The war in Volandis has lasted for 150 years, and at some point had become routine for its people. They were born into it, and they died with it. They never knew anything else. But with the 1-year treaty period, everyone had been able to taste peace for the first time. For a moment, a spark of hope ignited. Our weapons are forged by this spark of hope. We'll wield this in the name of Volandis and its people. We will steal the Grand Grimoire and topple King Frederik from his throne. Well said, Sir Glenn. Truly like a leader. I agree. Haha, I knew you had a heart of gold. Look out that I don't steal it from you. The diversion begins. We're descending. Good luck, everyone. The generals have completely channeled their power. We only need to wait until Nebrelia's army reaches the coast. The generals should be able to stop the ships before they can switch into flight mode. Let's see how far we can get without the Grimoire against one of Eldrea's most powerful armies. I beg your highness's pardon. The Eastern Guard sent word. We're being attacked from the Firewoods. From the east? It's a small force of a few airships and sky armors. Sky armors. Too well equipped for ordinary resistors. It could be Lady Bran's work. So, they're working with Nebrelia, I'll take care of it myself, Your Highness. How could Lady Bran do this? My generals accuse me of harshness, but apparently my handling was still far too gentle. But am I capable of proceeding with even more harshness? My hands are trembling. My heart beats more silently with each passing day. No, I must not abandon my plan. It's the only way for true peace in Volantis. Second thoughts, perhaps. The main palace lies to the west. We shouldn't switch to fly mode while their ASACs are functional. I just realized I didn't check out that area that I wanted to check out before jumping in. Unless we choose to deactivate them one by one. If we're up to the task, that is. A chance to encourage my fellow comrades. Even with your skill level, this should be doable. Oh, that didn't sound so bad. Shh. Let's give it our best. Like I heard, trying to be friendly. Where the hell? 14 chests in this area. Please spare me. I'll sell you stuff if you want. Hey. Here we go. Oh, son of a bitch. There's not even a... Not even an anvil here. Alright, so let's just go down the list, right? Well, I don't need that. That's 6,000 to equip everybody with something new. Is there a compare button? No, there is not. No, there we go. That's 5 points. What was this? 5 points. 5 points. That's 10 points. I absolutely need the needle. As far as armor, everybody's good. You know what? Let's do it. Buy a bunch of shit we probably don't need. Alright, who else got an upgrade? He did. What's this have on it? Counter agility. Son of a bitch. Dude, it's hard for me to want to do anything without an anvil here. Ooh, shit. Oh, jeebies. Let's get some of this stuff, yeah? When an encounter without allowing the enemies to take 4 actions. What did that say? When an encounter without using a healing spell. Explore most of the area. Find 11 chests. Brother, I really wish there were an anvil here. Well, hold on. Yeah, I can't leave, so why did I buy all that stuff? I don't think this is going well, but it's fine. You can just... Wind. That's fine. Let's... So I can hit everybody with something. Let me hit him with inaction. Now that you are charged up, we will Hornet Dance the front guy. Hell yes. Wind shot and we'll defense break. We're gonna poison them both. Ooh, shit. Oh, fuck. No, he needs to repair. And I guess all you can do is attack. I do Piercer. Wind shot. Alright, what's the map look like? I'm trying to look at the map to see where there might be places to go with stuff. Like that. There are some doors to check out for sure as well. Let's check out these doors real quick. Ooh. I am glad I thought to swap back to this real quick. Yo, chill. Wait, who is this? No, you need to wind shot. Piercer. And... oh, crap. Shit. About to hit overdrive too. Overheat. Fuck! That's not good at all. Okay. I need to... Hornet Dance. And you can quick repair him. He needs to stay alive. And then heal everybody. That's fucked up, guys. All right, I think we should be set. Yeah. Okay. Hit you with. What's that do? Oh. Hit you with Hornet Dance. Lame. Nope, 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 nope. Wind shot. Repair all. And Piercer. And a regular attack, I guess. What was weird during that cutscene was that it had Victor, had Sir Victor on the ship. When he's one of my sky pilots, he should have been flying behind us. You know? Alright, what's in here? Ooh. Ooh, nice. A new sky armor. Oh. What's the level 2? Let's go. Level 2 version of one of the ones I'm already using. I'll take it. Wait, what? Ooh, nice. That's the third one down, right? Yeah, that's 3. Now it wants me to go up to the left, so you know what that means, gang. We're going up to the right. Getting chests, getting experience, and working on that optional part of the mission. Ooh. Let's do it. Who's up? Okay. Alright, with him, the first thing we're gonna do is... Ooh, wait, 12, 10? Oh, offensive buff. Defense buff. I don't like the mages. Going with the mages first. That's fucked up, guys. What are you weak to? You weak to dark? That means... Dark Spear. Hello, Armored Savvy 6 and Core Chat. You know, Abdi, I love how you come in here with topical intros. How you doing this morning? Hope it's a good day for you. I can swap her out, it'll be fine. And hit you with a poison shot. Then I increase our attack. Hopefully he doesn't die. I'm gonna leave him for now. I probably should not, actually. The poison, I don't think is gonna be enough to kill him. But I'm still doing it. Oh, you're a bitch! Oh, you're such a bitch. Fucking healing yourself. That's fine, I'm gonna poison everybody else off of you. That's the reason why I didn't want to kill you. Hey, that's fine. Because now, we've got offensive buffs, we've got defensive buffs. I'm going to swap him out. And get a quick little healy. Good, 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 good. Glad things are going swell. It has been one heck of a week at work. Things are just going crazy. I don't get it. I think I can poison shot you and be fine. Perfect. Alright, these guys are weak to rock. That sucks. My bard's the only guy with rock attacks. I'll do this. Alright, you definitely need to get a heal off. Okay. I think cross slash should be enough to take you out. Perfect. Oh dang, both of those guys are almost down. That's awesome. Yeah, Dark Spear, I guess. Minor cold is gone? Nice. That ginger shot help you out? See, I'm weird. I don't like ginger, generally speaking, but I love ginger snaps. Probably has to do with the sweetness, since they're effectively cookies. Alright, 2 more cannons left. Oh, that'll be awesome. Actually, what the fuck are those guys? There's still one more somewhere. Is it past the cutscene or whatever? Like to the right or left, I should say. Guess I'll fight those big bros. 'Cause that brought me up there. I've already been down there. Think I've been down there. You're playing Remnant 2 as usual, doing adventures in some areas. Nice. I definitely need to start getting into the adventures myself. You have to wait for the final boss area and fight to be patched. Stuttering, freezing frame rate issues. Really? And the boss ends up stun locking you because of those things. Wow. Well, hold on. Is the boss locked or are you locked in the fight? I mean, neither's great because if the boss just doesn't do anything, it's not much of a fun fight. But if you're stun locked the whole time, that's not good either. I mean, that's worse. Alright, what are you guys weak to? Weak to water. Baki Fighter. Counter stance. I don't want to fuck with that. I do not want to fuck with the front guy. I'm gonna go energy flow. And I guess we'll go for the top guy. Where is charge? Okay. Okay. Alright. You did energy flow. That means now you can do enact salvo. Which will be very useful, I think. And then coordinate dance. Repair all. Ah, shit. Resistant. Balls. You get stun locked in your world and in other players' worlds. Oh, gross. That's not good at all. How to smash? Victor smash. Counter stance. See, I get a nice little charge in. I think I can water shot you safely. Nope. See, I thought counter was only for physical attacks, but I was wrong apparently. Alright, well that worked. Yeah, that's it. Only thing I can do is keep going forward, I guess. Which is another fight with 3 of those guys. That's fucked up. Took just about half her health in one hit. Rude as hell, if I say so. Brothers, chill out. Alright, energy flow. You gotta repair all. And then what you can do is water shot. Motherfucker, counter stance. I forgot to swap to gear 2 before I did that. You should be dead, right? Yeah. Remnant 2 did get a hot fix yesterday, but it didn't fix your issues. That sucks. It always sucks when there's a hotfix, which is, yay, hurrah, but it doesn't do the thing you need it to do. My nose, it's hurting. Dude, Enact is such a great... Apparently they were supposed to fix the gunslinger early unlock for Ultimate Edition owners, but mine is still locked. What? I didn't even know that was an issue. See, I've been just playing the game. I haven't been like keeping up with the stuff like outside of my personal experience with it. I did not realize that people were having that issue. That's messed up as hell. Go berserker mode. Who's this? Bethraz. He's got plenty. Yeah, we're fine. He's still in counter, though. That's not going to be enough to kill him, and in fact, he would probably kill some of us if I do that. So I'm going to defend. Yeah. I saw that coming. But he should be dead on this round of attacks. There we go. He did find more secrets and items that shall remain unspoken here. That's cool. Yeah, you know, Final Fantasy 16 was fine. I definitely did not. I was hyped from like some of the like I've talked about. Oh shit. I'll be right back. I'll be right back to this. But I talked about it where like my hype for 16, like it crested and waned, I should say. And at the end of the day, it, you know, if it's on sale, that's when I would recommend people to buy it. It's definitely not Game of the Year material for my opinions. I know I watch another streamer and like for her it's a 10 out of 10 game. I'm like, I don't see it. But I'm looking for something different out of games. So I'm glad now that that's done. I've got time to focus on Remnant 2 for a little bit. And I'm hoping that I can get into adventure mode, find some cool stuff, get into the main story, get some cool stuff. I'm really excited to be able to spend the weekend on that now instead of trying to split my time. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm excited. Sam was in my Remnant 2 stream the other day, and I blew his mind with an encounter that he experienced, but there was a different way to do the encounter, and you get a different item for doing it. And he was like, "What? I didn't even know that was an option." It's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much stuff there is in that game. And I've barely even scratched the surface myself. So I'm really excited to be able to dig deep this weekend with it. So the others were just distractions, as I thought. Your friends were playing their instruments a bit too loud, like a child begging for attention. This is Gwaine, advisor to my brother. Don't be fooled by his unassuming appearance. It's been a long time, Gwaine. You know him? How about you let a former college friend through? For old time's sake. There's nothing I'd like more. Actually, I'd wish you'd snatch the grimoire from the king's grasp. It would probably be better off in your hands, but I have a duty to perform. I think your meaning eludes me. Let's not waste time. You're in a hurry, understandably. Strike him, Glenn. Is this really what you want, Glenn? Is this really what you want, Glenn? Well, what the hell are you doing? Is there something wrong? Are you hearing a voice in your head? What? You? What does this mean? Enough chit-chat. I have to pretend to stop you, so show me some effort so I can at least break a sweat. You're going against sky armors? Let me worry about my neck. You should worry about yours. I don't like this. I feel like this is gonna go very poorly. Alright, they're both gonna do some. June is chilling. Finger. Homeboy just snapped me down to 1 health. What the fuck? Get out of here. That music is that fucking guitar. Okay. That only was able to work for one turn, so. Lower his attack. Maybe that'll help me. You need to get him repaired a little bit more. Blind. Blind might be useful. June doesn't seem to take you serious. June is seriously just hanging out here. I love it. Except at the same time, it's kind of terrifying. Prepares an ultimate attack? No, 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 no. I'm gonna try and silence you. Hopefully that helps. Do I remember the drive mission in GTA San Andreas? No, because I have not played any of the classic PS2 GTAs. The only GTA that I have played is 5. So that might be, that's honestly the only Rockstar game that I've played. So that might be why I'm not, like, super psyched for any of the Red Dead games or GTA 6. Because I'm just, the Rockstar. I know they put out quality games. I've just not experienced them myself. Alright, everybody's got full health. Bethraz, I'm gonna put you in defense mode. June raises her own speed. Why are you raising your speed? June is having fun. June was only teasing. June is my fucking favorite. Did you see the action bar at the top of the screen when she did that? Like, the action bar at the top of the screen was all June. Holy shit. Who is it? Sienna. Maybe we'll hit you with this. Ultimate attack. 1 round until the ultimate attack. Fuck. Smoke eats his food and the crew's food during a drive-by shootout. That's hilarious. I love it. Maybe I can enact you now? Resist. Shit. June's getting bored. This is... I have a really bad feeling about what's about to happen. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to win this fight. Supernova. What? Gwen was... I love this fight, except I don't know what to take serious. Clearly they're not taking this serious at all. Like, his first attack took my dude down to 1 HP, but his ultimate attack only did 1 HP. I fucking love this. Alright, June's bored. Get some TP up real quick. Alright, that's the fight. Enough! You fight with the strength of 100 men. You are skilled in close and long-range combat. And you can even cast magic. How can a simple advisor such as me stand up to that? What do you think, June? Indeed, we should surrender. May the wheel of fate be with you. Come, quickly! Wait, I have questions. What are you talking about? Move it! Don't worry, Glenn. You know how to contact me now, right? Damn it. That was fucking hilarious. Oh, I love that. I love that fight. That fight was glorious and fantastic and beautiful and hilarious. Alright, I think this should probably be... There it is. Nice. That means I'm about to land on a bunch of regular-ass soldiers with my sky armor. Where are they at? Hey guys! How y'all doing? Oh, this is so good. Alright. Sky armor. Nope. Sky armor. What's the other one I got? I got Paris. Nobody's using Paris at the moment. Okay. What's the thing I got? Hammer and shield. There we go. June fucking knew the whole time. Yeah, dude. June. I love that they were playing with me, but at the same time, you know, it's one of those, how dare they? But it was hilarious. Especially because the fight starts with a really intense attack. The dude just snaps his finger and knocked my main guy down to 1 HP. Ooh, I'm getting all kinds of stuff. Okay. Who else can use Dragon Mail? Who else is using... Okay. That's 10 on you. Oh. What do you have a... Okay, cool. Is he the only other person who can use? Okay, cool. Sweet. I'll take it. And then Sky Armor. I think I just got Kerberos 200. Did I get Agamemnon 200 as well? No. Merlin. Who's using Merlin? You are. So Agamemnon is the only one I don't have a level 2 for. Though Paris seems to be better. Yeah, there we go. Everybody's wearing a level 2 armor. Cool. 1 HP for no... Exactly. It's just so good. Where is... I'm missing 2 more chests. There's one. No. No. Wait. Victor, my friend. I knew it was you causing the commotion. Cameron. Who's that? I'm our contact. I'm sorry, old friend. We couldn't wait for your word. It doesn't matter. This opportunity is better than any I could have created. The generals are busy channeling their magic and can't interrupt us. Where's the stone? Oh. The stone is... Ah! Cameron! Tormund! Curses didn't hit it right. Have you gone mad? Why are you doing this? Lady Bran doesn't know what she's doing. Selling Valandis to foreigners? No citizen of Valandis will be able to live with that. Lady Bran's originally from Galtea. She doesn't understand how people on this continent think. You will regret this, Tormund. Ah! Damn you. Damn you all. Cameron! It's just a flesh wound. Get out of my way. I'm gonna save his life. The stone is in the main tower with King Frederik. Save your strength. The wounds, they're too deep. He's going to die. I didn't make this pact for nothing. No one dies here. I know how to destroy the grimoire. Cameron. You figured it out? Listen to me carefully. The grimoire has ether stored within, which it abruptly releases when its shell is shattered. It regenerates itself by absorbing the ether of the dead. Cameron, do you understand? The more lives that are wiped out by the blast, the more ether the Grand Grimoire can gather. The stronger it becomes. In reverse. Ah, damn. If only I had a drink. What? Don't worry. He's alive. There's no wound I can't heal. Farhan, take him out of here. As you command. A drink. And that's what you're going to get. Once we're done here. What did he mean by in reverse? The fewer lives the grimoire destroys, the weaker it becomes. So, if it doesn't kill anybody, then it can't regenerate. It will become useless. Am I understanding this correctly? You can also make the stone stronger by letting it kill as many people as possible. Wait. The reason Frederik placed the stone in Wernshire back then. It couldn't be. He wanted to make the stone stronger. By sacrificing as many people as possible. Be it friend or foe. Lean! This can't be real. He wouldn't do it. Would he? Let's keep moving. To the main tower. Damn. Is it fair to say Chained Echoes is my game of the year? I was trying to look at my list of games that I've played right down below. I'm trying to figure out like where last year ends and this year begins. And I honestly can't remember. I think Hi-Fi Rush came out this year, right? So I think that's a good starting point for this year. So looking at Hi-Fi Rush down, honestly, this is one of the best games I've played this year so far. So Tales of Arise, I don't remember if I started this year or last, but I guess I finished it this year. But right now, I'd say, looking at the list from Hi-Fi Rush down, honestly, Hi-Fi Rush, this, Remnant 2 are probably my top 3. You hated Tales of Arise? What didn't you like about it? I haven't played many Tales games. I've started a number of Tales games, but I have not finished a bunch of Tales games. I enjoyed Arise myself, though. Personally. See, I didn't run into any of that myself. I guess by the time I played the game, they had patched out, because I'd heard that like there were a bunch of advertisements. There's Agamemnon 2. But by the time I had played it, I didn't have that issue. Money and everything related to gameplay limited me. I mean, that's absolutely fair. Like I said, I didn't get to experience. We broke the whole game for no reason. Okay. I do think there was... Yeah, I remember at a certain point being like, oh man, I'm not getting any money. And then about that time is when I was getting a bunch of money. So like at a certain point the game gives you money, but it's right when you're towards the end of the game. And it's less important. Alright. Got 7 chests in here. But I liked the gameplay. I always liked the Tales style of gameplay. I say always. So my first Tales game was Symphonia, which I adored. And then I played a ROM hack of Tales of Fantasia, because at that point it still hadn't come to America. Are there enemies? And then I played... Oh, there's enemies. What did I play after Fantasia? I can't remember the order of some of the games that I played. But I did play some of Vesperia, which I enjoyed, I just never finished. I played some of Abyss, which also I enjoyed, but also didn't finish. I didn't enjoy that one as much, I will say. And then I played, because they came out with a Tales of Symphonia sequel, and I played a very small amount of it. and did not like it. And then I guess I played Arise end of last year, beginning of this year. And I enjoyed it. I really liked the... I did like the character combo system. I just wish at a certain point in the game, when your characters have known each other a little bit longer, they got new combo attacks. Because it was tiring seeing the same ones over and over and over for the whole game. Gun dogs. What? That's kind of rude, actually. I was trying to decide if I should have swapped out for Bathraz or not. Armor break the other one. Swap to the healer. Heal up Sienna. Yo, that's fucked, brother. Oh, my healer's gonna die. There it is. Oh shit. Increase crit. I think we'll be fine. I hope. Those guys look like they have a bunch of health, actually. What's yours? High non-elemental damage to one enemy. Weak to rock. Son of a bitch. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this fight, actually. That was actually really good. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try doing his thing. Yeah! Hooray! That one guy learned a skill. What did he learn? Cigarette's Light, a magical fire attack dealing 1x damage to all. That's why I didn't use any of his skill points yet. Is because let's go. Man, a bunch of stuff I bought is immediately outclassed. Who could have seen that coming? Alright. Alright, so... Elastic wing is apparently a thing I need a bunch of right now. Okay. Now remove stuff. Alright, from spear, we got counter cure, mind up. I think counter cure is more important. Hey, and I can put mind up in. Perfect. Alright, where is remove from weapon? Oh. Alright, so he's still good with what he's got. Right, switch out HP, SOS HP regen. I can't get both of those. I'm thinking SOS HP regen might be more useful. Yeah. What else can we put on this? Counter heal? Yeah. That sounds good. He gets hit, he might heal himself. Wait, counter agility and counter magic on the amulet. I can only do one. I think for him, counter magic is probably more important. I can't do counter magic. Seriously? No counter magic? Shit. Guess we'll go just with a counter attack. I think everything else is looking good. Here we go. I wonder if there's going to be a shopkeep around here somewhere. Hey, look, a shopkeep. Alright, what else we got? So the breastplates. Alright, sell all that. Sell all my level 1 stuff. Keep selling level 1 stuff. That's a lot of money. Normal JRPGs let you make as much money as possible because of relation to game mechanics. Tales of Arise did otherwise in favor of microtransactions. You couldn't buy new gear or items at all. That's really strange because I didn't really run into that issue. Like, I was low on money, but I always had enough to buy stuff. Maybe it's something that they patched once the game was old enough and they realized they weren't going to be making microtransactions anymore. Because when I played through the game, it was like, I had enough money. I never had a point where I was like, there were points where there was like the balance of, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? But there was never a, man, I don't have enough money to do anything. You bought it at launch? Yeah, I didn't hear back at launch, but I heard recently when I was playing it that the game was, like, the game advertised as often as possible. Hey, look at all these microtransactions we have. And that's kind of messed up. Not gonna lie. Okay. We're good. I have not saved today. There we go. Apparently it's a common thing with Bandai Namco. Really? Well, that's kinda stinky. That is a very stinky practice. Nothing there. There was a room here. There's a bunch of enemies to kill. I gotta take out the mages in the back. Stat. Brothers, chill, my friends. It'll be okay. Get some defense. Alright, I'm gonna be running very close before I can swap my homeboy out for my healer. But I can do it now. I honestly don't know how many Bandai Namco games I've played. Like, as far as previous Tales games, like, their microtransactions are just costumes from what I've seen in the older games. Not really a make or break moment. Like, if you just want to see your ladies in a bikini, spend $10, you get to put all your female leads in bikinis. Hooray. But yeah, I know Arise was really bad with what they had going on. But I didn't experience it personally. That's fucked up, my friend. Just trying to stay alive over here. Ooh, stolen diamond. Yeah, suck it. Paralyzed. That was a good fight. And by a good fight, I mean, that went really well for me. Oh. Do I want to do this fight, or do I want to go forward? Get some skill points. Trying to figure out who to go after first. Nice. Okay, you're already bleeding. I'll pedal storm you real quick. Offensive buff. It's probably not the best play, I'm gonna be honest. Probably should have gone for a heal. Wait. I didn't realize that attack hurts his own teammates, too. That's interesting. Yep, saw that coming. Go for you. Is this the final stretch? It is not the final stretch of the game. I am, to my knowledge, I'm still in Act 2 of 4. Ooh. No new skill to remember. Well, shit. Hey, Nick, welcome in. Especially depending on how much side stuff I do. I've been kind of bouncing around. I don't think I've done a lot, but I've been trying to keep up with some of the side stuff. So, can I only learn one thing from each enemy? That's what it's looking like. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done the singular heal. mean, this is fine. I'm not too worried. Alright. Alright, well, I guess next is go to what that fight is up there. A lot of side stuff opens up all at once later. Ooh. Yeah, because I've looked at this, and like there's some quests on here that I don't think I've run into. Because like getting this would add one to my chain. I need to go and like go back and like work on getting my chain filled up a bit so I can get some of this stuff. But I have not, because like if I get this one, go to the firewoods and kill 3 more alpha wolves, that's gonna add a lot of points all at once. Will Savvy beat Chained Echoes before Armored Core 6? Probably not. I'm probably not going to beat anything before Armored Core 6 comes out. Like I said, I've got a couple of months stretch here where I'm panicking about what's coming out and what is already out. Now that I've got a little bit of time to play Remnant, I don't know, man. Remnant might end up being a permanent rotate in, rotate out game. Because I played the hell out of the first game. And I expect I will want to do the same with the second. Thank you. No new skill to remember. Okay. Well, that was a waste. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Too many games in the final stretch, yeah. That's how it feels for me. Absolutely. Oh, you're a bitch. I wanted his poison to kill him. You're a bitch. You know what? Fuck it. I need to go. Apparently, I need to go all in on killing this dude. Need to get that overheat back onto overdrive. You know what? If I'm coming up on a boss fight, I can just use this here. It'll be fine. Hell yeah. That's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. Alright. Let's get that save in again. Hey, what's back here, then? Valandis' greatest pride was once the Mage Academy of Nisa. Even today, people speak of it with fervor. Before that, Valandis was an isolated place with only a few mining villages. The reason why the founders of Nisa chose such a random location to open the greatest academy of all time is still a mystery. Perhaps the students weren't supposed to be too distracted by other things. Who knows? I've talked to you before. Alright, let's go. Wait, are we going up to the prince? Or I guess, technically, he's a king, isn't he? Wait, what? Look! Nebrelia's fleet has reached the coast. Nebrelia is within range. You've had 20 hours to gather your forces, but now we must hurry before the ships can switch to flight mode. Well, I'm ready. What about you guys? I would have never thought to feel more powerful than ever at this age. Let's make Nebrelia feel the might of Valandis. General Alina, you first. Here I go. What is that? Holy shit. Straight up freezing the sea on him. What kind of magic is this? I've never seen anything like it. Send the sky armors out and our archers onto the ice. Tell them to put pressure on Nebrelia's soldiers. We're stuck! Commander, we're helpless against Terran's hail of arrows! The sky armor hangars are frozen solid. We can't launch them! Damn, I've never seen such magic. We've no choice. All men off the ships, we'll charge on foot! Nebrelia's entered the ice. Shall we have the archers return? No. They remain on the ice. But, General, we can't let them get suspicious. General Godfrey, your turn. Here we go. Oh, shit. They command all the elements back to the ships. It was a trap. Cast away your armor, you'll drown. What a mess. One might almost pity them. Unnecessary words, Alina. Let's get this over with. Kenrich, your turn. What is that? No. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Wow. We've fried them all. That's nuts. May their souls return safely to the maelstrom. His Majesty was right. With this power, we don't even need the Grand Grimoire anymore. We have the greatest force in all of Eldrea. No one can stop us. We shall be as gods. I don't want to go over that way. How horrible. They've destroyed Nebrelia's fleet in one fell swoop. So, that's the power the Grand Grimoire can bestow upon others. It can do such a thing? Frederik has won this battle. Terran will continue ruling over Valandis. All the more important that we seize the stone. Amelia's right. Let's not loiter any longer. I feel like I'm going back. That's the wrong way. Wait. Oh, so that is the right way. Okay. Armored Core Lazapes joined your backlog, yeah. Can't. Oh, Nick, all you've got's PS4, so no Starfield. Yeah, Abdi, I am really. It kind of makes me mad that they're releasing Survivor on previous gen. Because it doesn't even run on current gen. How are you gonna do that? I am so glad I remembered to swap before running into these guys. These guys are weak to water, I guess. Oh, you have a mortgage, wife, and 3-year-old, so money for games gets kind of put on the back burner. I understand. Well, I mean, I don't personally understand that, but I can understand the sentiment. Hogwarts got the same treatment and ran way better. Well, then maybe they should have just put out the PS4 version of Jedi Survivor instead of the PS5 version, because clearly it wasn't good enough. I need to heal. I need to heal. Alright, we're gonna do a quick repair on him. He's in counter. You, and then I repair all. Thinking tax return next year on, go to the Facebook Marketplace, get a PS5. Yeah, hopefully they're not charging out the ass for them. I've heard scalpers are finally getting their comeuppance, though. I'm gonna defense break you. I guess I'll just pierce. Now we hit the guy at the top. You're screwed up, Baki. Okay. I guess I'll go into counter mode here. Defend. Perfect. Easy peasy. Ooh, here we go. That's a lot of people. No, it's not. It's just 3. I saw all the people on the right and thought it was mine. And of course, there's nowhere for me to put my webcam. My big head's blocking people even still now. Celestia. Your cruel game has come to an end, brother. I never thought I would see your face in the ranks of my enemies. You torment our people, Frederik. Your ranks are full of hatred. There is no place for me. The people have to suffer so that we have the means to defend ourselves against Nebrelia. That's a lie. Your means are the Grand Grimoire and generals with the powers of gods. The power of gods. What reason could there be for you to increase the levies and to make our people suffer? You have forfeited any right to hear these reasons. Someone who prostitutes her loyalty is not fit to be this kingdom's princess. Our ties are shattered. You're no sister to me anymore. Using aught to forge your kingdom, aren't you, Frederik? Like the Grand Grimoire in Runshire. You used human lives as fuel for your weapon, didn't you? You want answers, Celestia? You should have learned by now only the victors deserve answers. Bodyguards, to my side. Try and win your answers. Alright, what are they called? Drang and Sturm? Nice. Okay. I'm gonna do something risky. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not yet. Defense. Then we'll start with some Drang. Bleed him out. And armor break. Okay, that wasn't too bad yet. Son of a bitch. Now you're poisoned too, bucko. And get offensive buffs going. Now we start going to town. It is about time to swap out. Yeah. Yeah, it's about time to swap out Victor for Amalia. Get a heal. That was almost really bad. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, buddy. On a PS5 at the same time, there's still so much in the PS4 that you can still enjoy playing. You're not too much in a rush. That's absolutely fair. There's a bunch of good games on the PS4. I'm gonna hit you with a power shot for now. Having a 3-year-old takes up a lot of time. I could imagine. I've got a couple of buddies who have recently had some children, and obviously it's a lot tougher than it used to be to find time to chat with them and hang out with them. Wait. Oh, he died. All of his summon attacks went away. Wow. Actually, hold on. You're weak to wind. Which is weird. Because he's using a wind attack. nice little heal all in. I know the next phase of this fight is gonna be something. This fight's a little too easy. And I'm very aware this fight's a little too easy. What do we got? Ah! Are you all right? No, I've read fate wrong. I've read fate wrong. I've got to warn Glenn. What's going on? It's Princess Celestia. Her life is in danger. Wait, why does he care about her? I surely thought he was a, like, full-on villain. I mean, after that fight where they're touring around with me, I know they're villains. Why is he? I mean, I guess he's trying to play fate. So, like, if XYZ happens and then ABC... Impossible. How strong are you? Tell me, Frederik, do you really want to build a kingdom based on hatred? I'm doing it so Valandis can finally find its peace. The only peace you bring is the one accompanied by death. The war in Valandis has never been about people, but about power. And are you the same as the previous kings? Always so quick to judge. How can you think you can accomplish anything without getting your hands dirty? The hatred in Valandis runs deep. If we split the country again, the eternal cycle of war will begin anew. I've found a way to break it, but for this, I need to pay a certain price. A price I pay most gladly. Enough of these empty words, Frederik. Where's the Grand Grimoire? Girl, look to your right. It's right next to you. Glenn, you again. Gwaine, you have to save Celestia. Open the door. Look into the maelstrom. What? Open the door, Glenn. What is this pain? What are you doing to me? Timothy, I can't anymore. Don't die, Lean. You can't die. You can't leave me alone. You have to take good care of Rob. Do you understand, Gustav? Promise me. I will. I don't know what the fuck that accent, that voice was. So you're the last of them. What you did to the people. What you did to my son. I will never forgive you. I'm going to kill you. All of Nisa is sinking, and all its wisdom with it. Master. Oh. Look at how young Victor looks. Look at him. Master, we have to leave. It's not safe here anymore. Look at this mess. They've gone insane, Victor. You can't leave us. You have obligations. Leave the demons. Oh. She was an inquisitor. Yo, we're learning so much right now. I'm loving it. Leave the demons' work to the demons. I won't partake in this. Think it over, Sienna. You have no evidence. You'll be labeled a heretic. Look at yourselves. It was not the poison that sealed your fate, but your ambitions. Jesus! What are these scenes? Very good, Glenn. Keep it open. Keep the door open until I get there. Your Highness! Maria! I always knew you were a good-for-nothing Celestia. But that you would one day raise your weapon against your own brother is something even I never would have expected. He gave me no choice. Silence! You will pay for this, Celestia. No, wait. Ah! Oh, shit. Lean! Hey, I just said that. Ugh. This looks bad, right? Don't talk. Amelia, help her! I think I'm beyond saving. Frederick, I love you, but you have to stop. No shot. She's dead. Impossible. She's not supposed to die here. Oh, pardon me? We are free, brothers. Our vessel is broken, our power unleashed. But we are too early. Our plan has failed. It was not yet time for her to die. We could sacrifice ourselves and turn back time. The lives of 3 gods for the price of just a few seconds. But fate would take the same course. She would die again. Then our plan has failed. She was the last of the maidens. The Harbinger will win. Nick, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Very well then. Let us proceed with the destruction of the world. Excuse me? What's going on? Do you hear that, brothers? Look, in this period of stasis, where even the planet has stopped spinning, this boy can move. Is this a part of her plan? Is fate playing with us? Listen well, young man. The fact that your knees are trembling with fear at this very moment has saved the world from its end. When the previous moments repeat themselves shortly, you will have the chance to change fate. Change fate? Now, we offer our lives so that she can live again. Our blood calls for hers. You must protect her, lad. Do you hear us? If she dies again, it's all over. What was that? I always knew you were a good-for-nothing Celestia. But that you would one day raise your weapon against your own brother is something even I never would have expected. He gave me no choice. What's going on? Silence. You will pay for this, Celestia. No, wait! Nice. Good reaction time. Glenn. What reaction speed? Not bad. Hold on, Maria. Your Highness. A sky armor. Oh, no. This is an old relic. A seraph armor. I'm too late. What folly of mine. It's you, Gwaine. Good job, Glenn. You've saved Celestia's life. What was that? What were those beings? Here, take the stone. Now get out of here. I don't know what that accent, what that just happened at the end there. What are you doing, Gwaine? Saving your life, your majesty. But... Let's get out of here. Let them go, Maria. I will let them go. 3 Vayne had to die just because I was too slow. Is my strength fading, or was I too foolish? Bro, I don't know what to think about Gwaine anymore. The news of victory over Nebrelia spread throughout the world. Volandis became a frightening neighbor to many. For his lords and knights, King Frederik the First of Terran organized feasts and showered them with land and gold. All the while, the common people stayed behind in the shadows of the bonfires, listening to their families' death cries that howled louder than the wind. The king had won the war, but he had lost the love of his people. Celestia was officially branded a traitor by her brother. The story was told that she was the illegitimate child of the late queen and some disloyal soldier. From a historical perspective, this narrative would turn out to be a grave mistake on Frederik's part, as it gave the resistance groups across the country a guiding light to follow. Thus, it happened that more and more resistors sought out Hermit's Isle to fight alongside the Crimson Wings against King Frederik. Nice. Very nice. And so the times were darker than ever before. Calamity struck Eldrea and threw it into a spiral of terror and fear. Famines, wars, and the Black Death killed hundreds of thousands. Darkness started to guide people's fates, and it was from this darkness that evil manifested itself. It said that in the beginning, this evil was nothing but a starving boy. But they knew how to satisfy its hunger from the suffering and grief around it. The boy became a man, and then a monster, and eventually a demon. And finally, something beyond anything imaginable. It became a willless force of evil that swept over the land and destroyed everything. Our ancestors, the great heroes around Leonar, faced it, but even they stood no chance against the sheer emptiness. Instead of killing it, they had no choice but to banish the Harbinger into a prison with the help of the Vayne. Whew. His speech doesn't seem to have an end. Let him have it. He only gets to do it once a year after all. Ah, if it isn't my beloved HO3. How are you faring? I'm doing great, Lord Van. I didn't know you'd be here. You're locked up in this palace like a nun. There are not many opportunities for me to see my fiancée. Oh, right. How could I forget? I'm already counting the days. It will be the biggest wedding ever given to a maiden. It sounds promising. Getting married is really fun. Hey, Timothy, let's get out of here. What? I can't stand it here. Neither the speech, nor this guy Van. Move! Excuse me. That dude looked sort of like Rob, didn't he? great. No one's here. I've always wanted to try these puzzles. But your lessons in passing these trials won't begin until next year. Oh, don't be like that. I just want to get a taste of it, so I don't embarrass myself in front of the others later. Fine. So let me officially welcome you. Use the trials that you'll find in the sanctuaries, such as Shambhala. If you pass them, you'll be granted entry and can access equipment and gold that's been deposited for you by the Order. Also, it's there that you can contact our allies, the Vane. They will... I already know all that. Let's get started. Interesting. Alright, give me a couple minutes. The goal is to push the red orb onto the golden plate. Okay. You can reset the orb by stepping on the blue plate. Alright, yeah, give me just a couple minutes. I will be back. I need to hit up the bathroom. Refill my water. You know, all the usual stuff. Sit tight. Alrighty. So what do we got? We're trying to push this red orb onto the golden plate, huh? Let's just do it this way. Look at that. Puzzles are easy. When you give it a push, it flies until it hits a target. Bam. Bam. It's a sliding block puzzle, okay. Orbs stop each other, huh? Oh, well that didn't work. I think I see what I must do here. Yep. So you need to get all of the red orbs onto it. Bink, bink, bink. And nothing. Okay, so bink, 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 bink. Yeah. Bink, bink, bink. Bink, bink, bink. Hooray! We've done it. I think that's enough for now. Let's get some fresh air. Alright, that was fun. Not really that hard. There's something I need to talk to you about. You look awfully serious. It's about you and me. Our relationship's kind of difficult. Because we both know our love isn't supposed to be. Next month, you'll officially become a teacher of the Leonar Order. A relationship between a maiden and a teacher is forbidden. And that's why I'm gonna stop my training. Are you mad? You can't do that! I've never been more sure of a decision. Imagining you marrying Van makes me sick to my stomach. You can't give up your dream for me. Don't worry. I'm a man of many dreams. I'll marry you and I'll find something different. What could those other dreams be, I wonder? Oh, a lot of everything. Maybe I'll become a bird breeder. Or maybe I'll open my own restaurant. Oh, Timothy. Oh! Ugh. Oh no. Timothy. New supporters have arrived. They want to speak to Lean. They'll have to wait. Lean is busy. You over there. How are the new supply routes? We have more and more mouths to feed. Everyone's acting as if nothing happened. Well, maybe nothing happened, and I imagined it all. Lean's death, those huge creatures, or maybe they really did turn back time. And that Gwaine, what did he... Glenn, wake up. I've got a problem here. Can you take a look? Yeah, of course. You really have a knack for these things. Is that a requirement when you become a pilot? Not really. It's more like a hobby of mine. Alright. I should have solved the problem. Great. I'll take it from here again. Thank you, Haku. Thank you for supporting us. Sienna saved my life. Where she goes, I follow. Well, most of the time. So be sure to thank her. I'll do that. I can't concentrate on anything. I should go ask Sir Victor about Gwaine. Wowee. Wasn't that a crazy scene? I'm Tyrrhenian, but King Frederik's tyranny made me abandon my own country. I love my home. Please help us free it. I'll even join hands with Ascania and Gravos. Where am I? That's a chef. That's Sienna. Still can't get up to that corner of the room. I still hate that there's no map in this place. I guess I'll come through here. Is he in the bar? Or the tavern? No, I was already there. Is he outside? Oh, dang, we've been cutting down trees. Look at us go. Alright, is he up here? That's Rob. There's the monk. Haku, how did you get here? Interesting. I don't like not having a map in here. Can't find anybody. Can't find anything. I get lost so easily in this place. Up here? Oh, maybe. We got some bedrooms. Amelia! I brought Cress from a wandering circus. Though he was a guard dog, they treated him rather poorly. Well, actually, the story's a bit different. I wanted to buy him, and the circus owner agreed. When we met to pay for Cress, his men overpowered my soldiers and wanted to take me hostage. But Cress wouldn't let them. He defeated them. Cress has been my friend from that moment on. What a good boy. What a good boy, little Cress. Lean. I'm worried, Glenn. Here I am holding the Grand Grimoire in my hands, yet I refuse to destroy it. We explained earlier that we don't know with certainty how to destroy it, and that's why we should wait. But I'm afraid this is just an excuse. There's so much power in my hands. The stone seduces me, Glenn. What if that's the real reason I want to keep it? I'd be ashamed of myself. Just go out to the middle of the ocean and break it. Just kill some fish. Don't kill people with it. Maybe it'll get weaker. Only killing fish. Who knows? Here we go. Glenn, you don't look well at all. You've been so quiet since we returned from Tormund. Sir Victor, what do you know about Gawain? He was a fellow student of mine. We both studied under Master Bartholomew, the greatest professor to have ever taught in Nisa. Was there anything special about Gawain? You're asking questions. That's been a long time. He was really gifted, but not very interested in class. For him, life seemed to be a game. He didn't take anything seriously. Sometimes I wondered if studying was the right path for him. But why do you want to know? Strange things are happening to me. I can hear his voice. You hear his voice? You must be imagining things. No. When we met in Tormund, he confirmed it himself. What does he tell you? Nothing special, really. Sometimes he warns me when there's danger. But other than that, he just talks in riddles. I don't know what he wants from me. I've never heard of telepathic abilities in humans nor ours. Gawain isn't the only problem. I don't understand so many things. I remember things from my previous life, like how to read, for example, or specific knowledge. But I don't have memories of my previous self. What I looked like, where I lived, nothing.
Maybe we should explain a few things to them.
You're right. If we explain too little, it's no good either. Come with us, Glenn.
Ooh. What would you like to talk with me about?
There's something we need to tell you.
You all look so serious.
Truth be told, you and Glenn have something in common, Lean. Lean's memory and Glenn's knowledge of various things come from your echoes. Your memories from previous life. But you probably could have guessed that already. I already know Glenn from his previous life, and Bathraz is actually connected to you, Lean.
Do Lean and I know each other as well?
That's the thing we want to talk to you about. We can't tell you, but there are reasons for that. Listen carefully. The echo is the soul of a human being that's not properly dissolved into the maelstrom and has instead passed on into a new body. Your personality, or more specifically, your strengths and weaknesses, your preferences and aversions, are the result of the experiences you've had in this and your previous life. Your body may look different, but you are the same person. Now, our mind is quite concerned with our well-being. Who can blame it for that? You remember how Damebert transferred the souls of plants, monsters, and humans? And in most cases, they either died or went insane. It would not have happened differently if the body of an infant had been invaded with the experiences and minds of an adult. For this reason, your brain has a defense mechanism, similar to handling trauma, that seals your memories and only reveals them slowly, over a long period of time. This usually lasts into adulthood.
That's why these visions have increased recently. No, not visions. Memories.
And well, this is why we can't tell you anything. We had another protege once. We explained too much and she died of her echo. She had opened a valve that we could no longer close. We don't want to repeat the same thing with the two of you. These two amulets around my neck are life anchors. One is tied to Glenn, and the other to you, Lean. You are the real reason Bathraz and I came to Valandis.
Before we continue, what have you seen in your echo so far, Lean? I remember my life on a farm. My father died in an accident, and my mother became seriously ill. A group called the Order of Leonar wanted to take me in. They said I was a chosen one. When my mother eventually died, they took me with them. I lived in a palace as a special maiden trading towards some goal. I remember people dressed like priests. I remember a place in the sky called Shambhala. And I remember this group fighting the Harbinger. The ultimate evil that the church preaches about? He showed up in your memories. Not himself, no. But apparently the group has banished him and is preparing for the day he returns. So, you remember Shambhala. That's good. According to the rules, we should go there as soon as possible. You want me to go to the Shambhala at once?
Lean, listen. Bathraz is with the Order of Leonar.
You're a part of this group.
At least what is left of it. Our job is to support you. That is why they have sent us here.
And what about me? What about my past? I don't remember anything.
Until you can remember it for yourself, I can't tell you anything.
So, you want us to leave for Shambhala? What about the Grand Grimoire?
That would be better to discuss with the others.
Are you out of your mind? You plan to head for Shambhala, more so for personal reasons? First, we destroy this damn stone. That's our main objective, have you forgotten? And do you know how we are to do this? Can we be sure that we have all the information? We have to wait until Cameron regains consciousness. Honestly, if that's what Lean wishes, then I'll accompany her. Of course you will, Rob. You'd go anywhere for her. But Shambhala is dangerous, and you won't get very far without any guidance, believe me. Then they are lucky to have the perfect guide in their group. You've been to Shambhala before, Sienna. You blabbermouth. Yeah? Yes. You get around a lot as an adventurer. That's why I know how dangerous it is. Besides, Shambhala belongs to the church, and any trespassing is punishable by death. If we get caught, we're in trouble. Such words from a thief.
Then help us slip in unnoticed, Sienna. The place we're going to is full of treasure. You may help yourself.
The classic argument. Do you really want to go there just so Lean can get information about her previous life? I mean, of course it's interesting, but is it worth risking your life? I'm begging you. Knowing you, you'll run into every monster without yours truly, and you'll find this journey difficult. Allow me to come along as well. I think that sounded quite nice. Are all princesses like this? All right. I'll play as the guide since we have to wait for Cameron anyway. But don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you all so very much. Shambhala is a group of sky islands that broke away from Hicandria. By my last count, they are northwest of Valandis.
And let us rest for today. We'll start a new journey tomorrow in the morning.
Hooray! The letter from my parents. I guess I can't avoid reality forever. I worried too much once again. Nothing's changed at home. How long will it take until we can watch the moon together, sis? Perhaps it's better if you sleep some more. This world has nothing to offer you. But soon, I'll be able to show you a different Eldrea. Even if I have to cheat, manipulate, and use any means necessary to make this world a better one. Wait and see, sis. Wait and see. Glenn. Hooray!
But honestly, that's what I gotta call it. This game, with all of the dialogue, really takes a toll on my throat, on my voice. I can only go for so long, so I guess it's kind of good that I only get these short streams in on it. I don't know if I could do long ones. But that will do it for Chained Echoes for the week, I believe. We finished up Act 2 tonight, which was really cool. That was awesome. So we are now, at least in terms of acts, halfway through. I'm sure Act 3 and or 4 will be longer, plus all the side stuff as well. We got a big adventure ahead of us, yeah? Tomorrow night, Friday night, I will be getting back into some Remnant 2, and we're going to have a good time with it, you know? I'm excited that I get to sit down and just dive into that game, man. That game is so much fun. And I hope to catch you all here with me. So, Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see you then. If not, I hope I see you soon. You all have a great day.